Now, I understand some people are against the appetite suppressants. You know, that's cheating, it's cheating. I'm not playing Major League Baseball. I'm just a fat guy trying to not die. But it's not fair. Yeah, neither is balding and being born with no pigmentation. But I've learned to deal with it.
Very funny. Comedian Jim Gaffigan made headlines this year after disclosing he lost 50 pounds with the help of the weight loss drug Mounjaro. He then did what he does best and turned his experience into material for his new phenomenal stand-up special. I am pleased to welcome my friend Jim Gaffigan, award-winning comedian, actor, writer, producer, father, and loyal husband. His stand-up special, The Skinny, is streaming on Hulu. You need to see it. Jim, there's a million things I want to talk about. I'm so glad you're here. But we got to start with The Skinny and the fact you go on the drug, you lose the weight, you turn it into a special. How does all this happen? I'm guessing you love the drug.
Yeah, first of all, they should give me some money, right?
For sure.
I didn't think it would work.
The needle in me, it worked.
Yeah, no, it is, my doctor, she brought it up and I was like, I'll give it a try. I didn't think it would work. And it's not as if I don't eat. I still eat. I just eat like a human.
As opposed to
eating like a dog. My whole family, there's no turning it off. Do you know what I mean? Like, my brothers and I would be like, well, I feel sick. Like, that's how we would eat, you would eat. But on Mounjaro, I'm like human. I can enjoy a nice meal and then stop.
And you decided to turn it into a comedy routine.
Absolutely. Well, I think when my wife had a brain tumor, I kind of, this you have to turn your material, what's happening into material. And
the fact that you could turn that into material.
I was like, then, appetite suppressants, I could do that. Or like, living with teenagers, you can turn some of that. It's
impossible.
hard.
A terror plot going on.
I mean, we talk about this, right?
We do.
They are, it's really hard for them, but like you're living with mentally ill people.
Who hate you.
Yes.
Or just don't respect you.
Right. It's very hard, and it's just, there's so much going on, and I have a lot of empathy for them, but it's brutal. Nothing prepares you for it.
And we're doing it in tiny boxes surrounded by traffic in New York City. There's no peace in this world.
And by the way, there's the greatest generation that won World War II, defeated fascism for now. But I believe that our generation of parents is the worst generation of parents. And in some ways, it's bad luck. The screens, that anxious generation stuff. But we're trying, and our parents didn't even try, and they did a better job.
Right? They opened the door at 8 o'clock, and they said, come in at 5. Here's what I really want to talk about, though. Comedy right now. We are so charged up. We are so angry. We are so fueled with rage every moment of every day. Is comedy the thing that we need? Or is it almost impossible to perform because whatever you say violently pisses off somebody?
I think there are people that are probably hypersensitive, but I also think that, comedy is experiencing an incredible boom. I think that no matter what is going on or what divisions exist, people need that outlet. And so I know with my shows, I love politics, but I never talk about it in my show.
You make fun of yourself.
Yeah, and so it's like, making fun of, a doughy, out of shape white guy is easy, but like people want to break from the drama of the news. So they can watch the 11th hour, but when they go out on a Friday or a Saturday night, they don't want to hear about that. They want to escape or maybe kind of acknowledge, oh, yeah, that's right. We're all kind of, being a parent is hard in this day and age of screens. You know what I mean?
I watch an infinite amount of television right now because I don't want to be in debate or conversation or argument. I just want to enjoy comedic TV. But earlier this year, you had a very hard job. You performed at the Al Smith dinner. Yes. I went to the dinner, and I'm guessing when you were invited, you kind of had the same approach. I thought, like, hey, I'm Catholic. It's a big Catholic charity dinner. All the presidential candidates go. They raise all this money. Amazing. Yeah. Did you have any idea the light rod, it would be the fear. Like, what was it like for you to prepare for it and then get up on stage to just like a room of rage of the people who are watching and the people who are refusing to watch?
Left and right. And I knew it was a no-win situation. I had turned down the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I was like, I don't do the roast thing. I kind of do comedy that brings everyone together. And right before, but I love the history associated with the Al Smith event, and it is for a great cause. And so, but right before it was going on, and you know, I'm looking to my left and I see Trump and then Chuck Schumer and Governor Hochul, and I'm like,
you got Eric Adams, you got
like,
Tish James.
You know, because it's a crowd of billionaires and politicians. Really not a great comedy crowd.
I was sending you like an SOS just below you.
It was just like there was. But it was one of those things where I was like, what am I doing? Like, there are great roast comedians. I don't know why I'm engaging in this, but some of it is the challenge. I mean, stand-up is very much self-assignment. I mean, I love, you know, the fact that, like, The Skinny, you know, is a show that you can watch with your kids or your parents. It's not, you know, it's like we're about to go into the holidays and there's going to be, all right, what can we watch with this eclectic group that we have here? And so, you know, I love the fact that The Skinny is like that. But yeah, the Al Smith dinner was very tricky, and it was adjusting on the fly because you would sit there and go, all right, I can do this RFK Jr. joke. I can't do this other one. I can do the, you know, like there was like, I can, you know, Trump has a great sense of humor, really. But I was like, you know, I'm less worried of Trump. I'm more worried of
there were some
diehards.
RFK minefields, right? You could mock his stance on vaccines. It was too soon to mock his personal life.
Yeah, it's just not fair. And so, but also when you're sitting so close to the former president, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. These assassination jokes, it's not right with the guy sitting there, sitting next to his wife. You know what I mean? It's just
sitting next to the cardinal.
Yes, and you're managing all these things, but it's like it's a pretty strange situation when you can make fun of Bloomberg and there's no problems. And then if I did one Eric Adams joke and people were like, hey, wait a minute, leave him alone. And I'm like, wait a minute, what world am I in?
Correct. Let me ask you, right now, you were just talking about people want to come together, they want comedy. When people talk to you after your live shows, you're about to go on the road with Jerry Seinfeld, or when they watch the special, are they expressing just gratitude because they need some simple, honest, joyful laughs?
I think it's a nice night out, right? And I think, yeah, there is some gratitude there. And I think there is something about, it's more the time that people are giving you. I mean, it's, you know, the Seinfeld shows are not cheap, but like, it's like if I'm going out on a Friday night, it better be good. So that's where they appreciate that it's a quality experience as opposed to like, you know, you go to a restaurant and if it's not good, you feel like you've been ripped off.
And it is expensive these days. Jim, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You know, if you can't see this watching on your HD TV, this is a corduroy suit. Not just the pants. There is a jacket to match. He took it to another. He lost weight and he became a fashion plate.
I'm a fashion.